You want to pick up on that 6th of April conversation we've been having around Jan van Riebeck, and what's your thoughts on that? 061-766-0355. Otherwise, to call in live, 011-680-0355. Hopefully you've got that. We can ask the question later on because we can get some advice on this one. How do you keep, we've done this feature called the how-to, okay? So two things. One is the how-to feature, and today we'll look at how to keep your concentration performing the Taraweeh Salah. That's the one. And the other feature we'll be doing is some of the most historical mosques in the country. Which ones for you are they? Because I want to talk to the mosque board about those mosques. So today we'll talk about the Dlamini Mosque in Soweto. Give me your suggestions. Which mosque should we be featuring if we look at maybe the 20 most significant, historically significant mosques in South Africa? And WhatsApp us with your suggestions. Now, you may have seen a video go viral coming from Maulana Muhammad Twala from KZN, and in that video he's put forward some allegations around the selling of a certified halal pork at a spa in Durban. So that's the first point. He's also put some allegations around ICSA and their role in that particular episode. So we thought, let's talk about that. We're going to have, in fact, we have on the line right now Sheikh Thafier Najjar, the CEO of ICSA, the Islamic Council of South Africa. Sheikh Najjar, appreciate your time. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's my honor and a pleasure to speak to you. Is it Brother Ashraf?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, right? Okay, let's start at the beginning, which is we're going to play the video, the audio in this case, of that video from Maulana Muhammad Twala, and then we'll get you, Sheikh, to respond to that. So here it is.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to the members of the Ummah. This is Maulana Muhammad Twala from the Islamic Watchdog Movement. It's the first day of Ramadan. All of us as Muslims are supposed to be happy that the blessed month of Ramadan is upon us. But today I come to you with a very strong message. I have pork sausages with me. As you can see, I'm in North Beach at the North Beach Spa. We received a call, and I want to put it on record. This call was from a non-Muslim. A non-Muslim person who's been following our social media page has called the Islamic Watchdog Movement and has said that, please, I'm phoning you on, I'm not a Muslim, but the spa here is selling pork and they got an ICSA certificate. In the halal section, they got pork. And now when we come to this North Beach Spa, we find that the halal supervisor, and I'm going to say shame on you, because you're a Muslim. The halal supervisor here for ICSA is a brother by the name of Ismail. I even feel ashamed to call him my brother. Someone who's selling pork to Muslim in the month of Ramadan. And now the message that I want to send to the Muslims, because every time we do videos of this nature, people are saying that, you know what, they're defending the people, they're saying no, it's a mistake. I want to say to the public, to the Muslim Ummah, ICSA is not a halal body. It's not a halal body. If any one of you got an ICSA certificate, you must know that you are not certified halal. It's just like you are using a nonsense certificate. It's something that you should throw away. ICSA got no ulama. I know that they're going to be upset. If there's any person who calls himself an alim at ICSA, it's the third time we're coming to this spa for the same bloody problem. Excuse my language, but it's something that is sickening. An alim is selling pork to people. How do the non-Muslims are going to take lesson if we as ulama are serving our own community pork just because we need some money? These bloody alims, they're sitting there and they're making fun of our deen. They're making a mockery of our deen. We rather just leave all these alims, leave being an alim. Rather go open a shop, sell pork to the people and carry on. But please stop using our deen. Stop using the deen of Islam. And it's embarrassing for me as an alim that I'm speaking against ulama. At one side, we're advising the non-Muslim community to stop abusing our deen. And today, we as alims are making a mockery of our own deen. So I'm begging the ICSA, please close your doors. You are not a halal body. Please close your doors. Because you cannot continue getting sin and making other people sinful. Imagine someone coming in Ramadan and buying this and breaking their fast. Shame on you, ICSA. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, so there you are. So I have to tell you, just taking the video on face value, as a Muslim, you would naturally want to respond to that, to say, like, what is the story here? You'd want to ask questions. I mean, who is ICSA? Who authorized this thing? Is it true? Were they really selling pork? Is the pork certified halal? What's the issue? What's the backstory? You'd I'm sure want to know, and I certainly want to know. Now, if you have any thoughts on that, by the way, you can WhatsApp us right away, 061-766-0355. Now, you've heard Maulana Twala represents the Islamic Watchdog Movement. We're going to speak to the representative from ICSA now, but we also invited the Islamic Watchdog Movement to come on, and they said they will only come on if they're part of a conference call discussion. That means part of a discussion. And we said, no, we can have you guys back to back. And on that basis, they refused the invitation, which I think is a bit disappointing, because we're giving them a chance to have a voice. And from our side, we simply want to reflect the reality. It's certainly not for me to choose sides, but yes, I think you want the truth. And if they felt strongly enough to put out a video, why would they not want to be on a platform, even if they are back to back? So at this point in time, the Watchdog's not going to be spoken to today unless they change their mind, okay? And that's another moment. But however, let's get to the issue. Sheikh Thafier Najjar with us, the CEO of ICSA. Sheikh, I mean, clearly I've watched the video, you clearly have watched it. So much being said in that video that is a cause for serious concern, and I'm pretty sure someone, even your friends and family, must have sent it to you. It's like, Sheikh, explain what's going on here. So let me give you an opportunity. Explain to me what's going on.
Yeah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wa salatu wa salamu ala Ashraf al-Mursaleen, Sayyidina wa Nabiyyana wa Maulana Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in wa ba'd. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla. Allahumma rabbana zidna ilma warzuqna fahma ya Rabbal Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh to the dear listeners of Salam Media. After we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, peace and blessings unto our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his family, his friends, and all those who follow him. I first of all want to thank the brother Ashraf for giving us the opportunity to address whatever must be expressed. However, to start off, I would like to read out the statement that we have publicly sent out on the 4th of April, which was Monday. And that
okay, but just wait. I want to interject you. I mean, I'm going to give you the chance to read out the statement, because that obviously reflects your reality. I'm just saying up front, before you even read the statement, would you agree that that video as it stands is a huge cause for concern, because it's pretty damning in terms of what is being said? Would you agree with that as it stands at face value?
You see, the problem that you have here, unfortunately, is that if the Maulana find it fit to speak the way he speaks, but I would like to say this, Brother Ashraf, at the end of the day, he's my Muslim brother. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks in the Quran, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ, verily the believers are a brotherhood. And I think from the aspect of that, I wouldn't like to go into slander his honor and dignity, because I'm a Muslim, and the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the day of Arafah, which is the greatest day in Islam, has commanded us to protect the honor and dignity.
Okay, Sheikh, I'm going to interject you only because, time is going to be very limited here, right? I want to just ask you, right, the allegations made by the Maulana, Muhammad Twala, right? Do you deny the allegations, or do you find that he's got some truth in those allegations? I mean, that's really the basis of why we're having this conversation.
I think the basis is here about the product, first of all, Brother Ashraf, and therefore I want to read out the statement which will cover that. About the allegations of ICSA is of ulama, and ICSA is this, and ICSA is that, and that is where I come in by saying, right, ICSA has been an organization for the last 47 years in existence, established by qualified ulama and qualified people within the community. But let me come back to the issue, and the issue is rather selling the pork. Now, that is the point which I want to highlight.
That's what I want to talk about. Okay, so go through your statement and explain your response here.
And that is the important point here, and that is where our statement will say, a video has been circulating regarding North Beach Spa claiming that product is not halal. After our investigation, Brother Ashraf, by our own auditors, whereby we wish to inform the public that the product is halal, and there was a problem with the wrapping. So if you look at that, Brother Ashraf, the product is halal. The wrapping was the problem. So to my humble submission, any certifier or any Muslim for that matter will never sell pork to a Muslim brother. So from that angle, we say that, when you report something, and you in the media, Brother Ashraf, know much better than me, that when you report something, you must report accurate. You must report that is true.
All right, so this is the chance I want to give you. You're saying that, I want to get the details right, okay? You're saying that the product, so Sheikh Twala made the allegation that the product is pork, and the wrapping says that the pork is halal, okay? You saying that your auditors have done an investigation and you found that the product is halal. So what was the product? Because it says, the wrapping says it's pork. What was the product?
You see, now this is the product was halal. It's a sausage that is halal. It's what certified. It is halal. It's the wrapping. And the wrapping doesn't say pork alone. The wrapping says beef and pork. So what I see here, Brother Ashraf, is what is very important is, to my humble submission, is that the product is halal, and that is what is not the product was haram, right?
Okay.
The focus on the product was haram, it's not the wrapping itself.
Okay, so let's talk about the wrapping now, right? So the wrapping would read, it would say pork. I mean, well, maybe tell us, what does the wrapping say?
The wrapping says beef and pork, right? Now, it was wrong, and the person that did it wrapped it with that particular which was wrong, which the owners of Spa apologizes verbally to us. They openly apologize for what they have done, what was done wrong.
Okay, I'll come to the apology in a minute. I want to just say the facts, so just bear with me for the moment. So the wrapping talks about beef and pork, right? And the wrapping also indicates that it's halal, and it's ICSA certified halal. Is that right?
Sorry, the wrapping does not say it is halal. It's a sticker that is put on that says it's halal.
Okay, got that. And so who put the sticker on?
That is where the mistake comes in. You see, the wrapping plus the sticker was put on by the people at the shop, at a spa, and this is where the confusion comes in. You get it?
All right, so you spoke to, your organization spoke to this North Beach Spa, and you told them what, and they told you what?
Well, we after investigation, Brother Ashraf, right? And this is what they said to us. They humbly apologize for the confusion that and have ordered the correct labels to be done, to be put on. And also what is very important, North Beach Spa has been serving this community with halal meat for the last 8 years, right? It's not only now. So they understand, according to them, they wrote us there by saying they understand the cultural of belief. And of course, it was unfortunately a human error from which they have learned, according to what they said to us.
Okay, fine. Do you buy their apology? Because what I'm saying to you is, I understand the human error part, but you also do understand that the gravity of this particular human error. We all make errors every day, but some are just bigger than other errors, right? Because not only has it effectively compromised a Muslim shopper on the one hand, it certainly compromises ICSA. It allows someone like Muhammad Twala to make a series of allegations against ICSA, and the only reason he can make those allegations is on the basis of what you call the wrapping and the sticker. If that wrapping and the sticker didn't happen, then there was no reason to make allegations against ICSA.
we have accepted as an error, we do accept that, and we do accept the normality, the abnormality of it in the sense that what is called, and we do also apologize for that. I'm not going to hide behind that, Brother Ashraf. All right?
Yeah, let me ask you this then. I mean, because you spoke about your auditors have checked it out. Now, why would an auditor go and check it? An auditor is financial jargon. Why would an auditor need to check the wrapping? I mean, you don't need an auditor to do that.
I can't hear you properly, Brother Ashraf.
I was saying that on your statement, you say your auditors have investigated the issue and they've determined that it's a halal, the meat was actually halal, right? What I'm asking is, why would you say that auditor is jargon for a financial overseer? This is not a financial issue.
No, it's not a financial. Let us put the inspectors. Let us put the inspectors who have done it and who have done a thorough investigation about it.
Okay, but your statement says auditor. That's why I'm just getting clarity on this one. Your statement says auditor.
Whatever it is, you see, auditor from a financial point, that's a technical scenario. When we say auditing, it means to us that from the halal aspect, the guy who into from the beginning until the end does a thorough inspection. That is basically what we say within the halal fraternity worldwide auditing. Right?
Okay.
Yes.
All right, I got that. You also say ICSA did what we did the necessary. It's such a vague statement, it's a bit ambiguous. What we did the necessary. What does we did the necessary mean?
I can't hear you clearly, Brother Ashraf.
Okay, your statement says we did the necessary. What does the phrase we did the necessary mean?
Okay, what does that mean? Basically, we did the necessarily. We have now put certain things in place, all right? Hoping that this will not happen again. And however, we are now negotiating with them by requesting them, right, that everything that comes onto the store must be thoroughly checked for that matter. And they must put a person in place that this must be checked for that matter.
Okay, now I know there are many other halal certifying bodies. The MJC does it in the predominantly Western Cape. Sana does it in the northern provinces, and of course now ICSA does it too, right? Besides NIHT, I think as well. I would think that the processes of certifying something halal, one is to certify, but the second part of the process is to ensure there is sufficient overseeing of the process even after the certification. Now what gets me here, and my job is really to just find out the story so we can learn and live from this one here, is it appears, and I use the word it appears, that ICSA's overseeing process after certification is not very clear. That is why that the store could get away with a wrapping that says the pork is halal.
I think the problem that you have here, like we say, it's a human error. There are processes in place. But however, a human error do occur. And you know what, Brother Ashraf, what is very important. I think that we have to look also practically and realistically that humans can make a mistake. Because the Nabi Sallallahu said, Adam khata. Everybody Adam will make a mistake. Let us not write of nobody can. There is no such thing, we cannot make mistakes. So however, what we try to do now is to tighten up much more than what it is. There is a system in place. There's no two ways about it. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, that's the point. You see, if you're tightening up now, I mean, that's great, but what it tells the public that you haven't tightened up sufficiently before. You understand what I'm saying? The public listening to us, like, you're tightening up now, but why didn't you tighten up before?
You see, Brother Ashraf, the human error has come in, right? And if you don't understand what the human error that comes in, that is what is it. It's not that the system was not in place. If there is somebody, for an example, right, in the shop, I'm just using this example.
Yeah.
Go into the shop, buy something, and throw something in the halal department, for an example. It's a customer that done that, right? So I'm just saying to you that there is human errors that will come in no matter how we're going to look at it. At the end of the day, we must try our best to put in place, but it ought to be put in place, which we have done, alhamdulillah.
Okay, I take that. So three quick things, right? Do you find, I mean, you said that Northbeat spies apologized, right? You've accepted the apology. Do you find, is there a need for ICSA to apologize? I'm just trying to understand the reality. Is there a need for ICSA to apologize?
I can't hear you. Is it ICSA?
Is there a need for ICSA to apologize to the South African Muslim public?
We have done, Brother Ashraf. We did apologize. We did apologize.
Okay, well, what are you apologizing for?
We apologize for the human errors that occur. Right? We do
Okay.
not, the product is halal. I want us to understand and focus on that also, Brother Ashraf. The product is halal. Let us not lose sight of that.
Okay, the point is taken. Now, the point is taken. Now, let me then ask you this one. The same person, Maulana Twala, also said this is not the first time that's happened to ICSA. I think he said it's happened 3 times before, and that is why he said that ICSA is not a halal certifying body, and therefore ICSA should just sort of go away. I mean, so respond to that part now.
I Brother Ashraf, first of all, our time limit is up because we got an important meeting that we must also attend, because at the beginning it was about 7 minutes. But be that as it may, let me say to you, Brother Ashraf, regarding that. There was an inspector of us, our monitor at SPA, was on leave at a particular time. Now, when our monitor goes on leave that is permanently based there, then our inspectors, that what we call the roaming inspectors, that will go regularly then to go and inspect. And I think that is where the problem occurred, where they say there was no monitor on the premises. But the monitor was there, he was on leave, but we do send every day. At that particular time, our monitors, our inspectors to go and inspect the place.
Okay.
And, you know,
point taken. What do you feel about the call that ICSA should stop certifying halal? The allegation made because you're not doing a good job. You don't have the earnings, yeah.
Brother Ashraf, if you have to take that serious, subhanallah, from one person that came to, into this world after ICSA was, I want to say the experience that ICSA got, for an example. If anyone will speak whatever they want to speak, over the years, what they did with the Nabi salawatullahi alayhi. If you're the Nabi, you're a magician, you're that. So what can I know if a person feels like that he's feeling? But however, I still say, I will respect his honor and dignity as my Muslim brother.
Okay, right? Finally, Sheikh Najjar, finally, what have you and what is ICSA learned from this entire experience?
Always we learn. Every day we can learn. Right? And at the end of the day, nobody can call himself an alim. As the Nabi says, Man qala inna li alim faqad jahil. The one who claims to be an alim will just become ignorant. So what I'm saying here is every day we learn. And mashallah, we got a dynamic team that with a lot of experience, not only in the halal industry, but various other fields that are serving and doing community work. And I assume, if I'm not mistaken, Brother Ashraf, you know the Najjar family very well, if I'm not mistaken.
I certainly do, yeah.
You know where the family comes from. So if a man comes and tells you, right, that this is what he thinks of ulama, and here in particular people that have a history that have served this community, and I'm not taking it only personally to myself, I'm just saying that because you know the Najjar family very well. And so what we got other ulama with us that served that community for so many years with tremendous, what they call an excellence.
Okay, got that, yeah. All right, let me wrap up with this last question then to you, right? In conclusion, what would you like to tell the Muslim community of South Africa?
I would like to tell the Muslim community in particular, let us always have the honor and dignity of one another in place. There will be differences. There differences. It's the norm of nature. Allah has created us that way. But however, it is not how the difference that is there. It is how we differ. And we have to differ with respect. Meaning, if there is a problem, it's not about myself or yourself. It is how and how does Islam governs me to correct the problem. And I want to conclude with this by saying about Sayyidina Hassan and Hussein radiallahu anhu. One person made wudu and he made it wrong. Sayyidina Hassan and Sayyidina Hussein, the grandchildren of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what did they do? They didn't accuse that person, you this, you that, you this, and you go to Jahannam. No. What they decided? They decided, the two of us, we are going to make the wudu. And let him be the judge, who of us is correct. So they did that and they requested him to be the judge. Who is correct, one of us? And they did exactly the same, both of them. So that person then said, no, the two of you are right and I am wrong. So the issue, my brother Ashraf, is not about that, it is how we correct it. And this Sayyidina Hassan and Sayyidina Hussein demonstrate to us without hurting that person's feelings. They corrected it.
I hear you. I said that's it, but maybe I'm going to just indulge with you for another 30 seconds because I want you to say this here. I just want to get the apology clearly. What sort of apology would you like to put forward? Maybe the error was from the store, but also an oversight problem from ICSA. What apology would you like to put forward to the Muslim community?
We openly put apology to the Muslim community because there was a human error, and inshallah it will not happen again.
Let's leave it at that. Inshallah, perhaps the most telling phrase of all of that. Thank you for your time. That's Sheikh Thafier Najjar, the CEO of ICSA, the Islamic Council of South Africa. And that's one take on that. You may have your own opinion. 061 7660355 on WhatsApp, text or voice notes. You can also post it on all social media platforms with your opinions. And perhaps, if the Islamic Watchdog Movement decides that they want to talk about it, if not today, tomorrow, well, we'll certainly want to give them a platform to share their views. But do you hear what Sheikh Najjar has to say? Do you agree with what he says? Or do you disagree? Are you convinced or do you remain? Well, no. Are you convinced or are you unconvinced regarding what was said? I would think the Islamic Watchdog may not be convinced, but what about you as a listener? Your thoughts do matter.